In the olden days, the person who was ironing clothing would have a whole series of flat irons sitting on the stove, all hot, each to be used in succession as the various parts of the clothing would be ironed. What I have here is a Wapok 3-pound flat iron. Here's a Wapok 5-pound flat iron. The Wapok company in Ohio made irons from 2 to 20 or more pounds. Why so many? Because there was different weights of clothing, different fabrics, and the person doing the ironing might want to use, say, a 3 and a 5 and an 8-pounder perhaps to iron the various portions between the buttons, the heavy fabric, the fabric within the sleeves, the seams, and so forth. And perhaps with some sleeve irons and other irons in the mix. This offered a flexibility that allowed a person to do all the various parts of clothing very easily. But that flexibility was lost when technology took us to the fuel irons. The fuel irons are larger, they're more expensive, it's inconvenient to have a number of them in your environment. The iron we have in front of us is one of these interesting ideas of innovations, of gadgets that Americans loved to develop and try to market. This is the new style iron from Chicago. It's a natural gas iron, and this is a 6-pound iron. However, you could, using the weight, screwing that in place, you'd have an 8-pound iron. So this gave us some flexibility. Now, was it convenient? Was it commonly used? This is a rather rare, unusual iron, so it wasn't all that successful, and that's probably because trying to change this weight on and off while the iron is hot is not easily done. Nonetheless, it is another example, and we've seen others, of the gadgetry that Americans in particular like to have in their irons.